Music history? Great pubs? Street food? Sign me up. Welcome to Shangri-La. Just kidding, we're in Camdentown.
One of my earliest videos was a tour of Camden Market. We'll definitely make another visit in this video, but Camden is much more than that famous spot. The market is an essential London foodie destination, but everyone from rock historians to casual music fans will find something fascinating here in Camdentown.
Camden is a bit gritty, a bit chaotic, maybe even a little dodgy, but it's eclectic, historic, and it's one of my favorite sections of town.
So let's take a stroll up Camden High Street and check out all of the key sites.
Behind me is Coco. This has always been one of the great music venues in Camden. Right now it's a nightclub and performance space, but it used to be the Music Machine, and that is where the punk scene in Camden flourished in the 70s.
In the 80s, it was sold and renamed the Camden Palace, where Madness, Bow Wow Wow, the Eurythmics, and even Prince played. And in 1983, Madonna played her first UK gig here.
Coco is pretty much the southernmost site of interest here on the Camden High Street. But once you reach the five-way intersection here at the Camdentown tube station, you start seeing all the storefronts and the street art that Camden is known for.
But now on to the next famous music stop.
I'm at 113 Bayham Street. This is the excellent Brewdog Pub, but the history of this building is even more excellent.
It used to be the Laurel Tree, the hottest music club in Camden. Its upstairs room was called the Blow Up Club, and in 1995, Melody Maker called this the club that changed the world. That's because this was the birthplace of Britpop. So at any given night in the 90s, you could have seen anyone from Elastica to Oasis.
As you walk along the high street, you'll notice the plaques on the pavement.
This is the Music Walk of Fame. Established in 2019, the plaques honor musicians who made important contributions to music history and culture. Every time I step outside Camdentown Station, I get to see one of my favorites, The Who, the very first band honored. When you talk about legendary venues, the next one takes the cake.
This is the Electric Ballroom, and you probably won't get many arguments that it is the most famous rock club in Camden.
The site has housed everything from an indoor market to a roller disco, but lucky for us, it's evolved beyond that.
Check out all the bands that played here over the years. There's probably one of your favorites going by right now. Another thing you're going to find no shortage of here on the high street is a lot of great pubs, like the Elephant Head behind me.
They all have that signature Camden vibe with great music, a friendly staff, and your favorite pint. Some of the other standout pubs that you might want to visit are the Good Mixer, where the Blur and Oasis feud allegedly started in the washroom. One of my new favorites, the Lock Tavern, which is really inviting and it has a nice rooftop terrace. Not to be confused with the Lock Inn, of course. And then there's the Oxford Arms. This pub is great for watching sports, and it also has London's smallest theater above it. It only seats 42.
I also wanted to mention La Petite Jamaican behind me. One time my wife and I were just walking down Inverness Street, and we heard the Caribbean music, and we went in. We had a nice tropical drink, did some people watching. This is a hidden gem. If you're down here in Camden, come check it out.
And you can't talk about Camden pubs without mentioning the Howley Arms. While there's no shortage of reminders that Amy Winehouse hailed from Camden, this was her favorite boozer, and it makes it as much of a must-visit as her statue in the market. Time for one more notable music stop.
One of the most recognizable music venues in London is the Roundhouse.
In the mid-1800s, the building was a turntable serving London and Western Railway. In 1966, it became an art center with Pink Floyd playing the opening show.
In addition to hosting legends like the Doors, the Stones, and Led Zeppelin, the Roundhouse was the center of the 70s punk scene. You could see Elvis Costello, The Jam, and The Clash here.
And is still going strong to this day with a lineup of great acts, nostalgic and new.
Now, we've seen a lot of historically significant rock clubs here, but as I stand in front of the Camden Club, I gotta tell you, the current music scene here just cannot be dismissed.
Besides the Camden Club, some of my favorite places to catch a show are the Camden Eye, Dingwalls, and the Blues Kitchen.
Speaking of the Blues Kitchen, now that I'm here, I want to tell you about a Camden oddity that I really kind of love.
For some reason, there's an abundance of barbecue joints on High Street. Besides here at the Blues Kitchen, you can also get ribs and brisket at Camden Barbecue, Smoketeers, and another one of my favorites, Bodine's. Because I come to Camden from the north, Bodine's is the first place that I see, and I find it hard to pass it by.
We're going to go into the market soon, but I want to make one quick little stop first.
Right next door to the Howley Arms is a wild Camden attraction that you won't believe. This is Babylon Park. It's a 3-story indoor amusement park.
This place is for families and kids, but I can't believe there's actually an indoor roller coaster here.
Although this place is kind of cool, it's not really my scene, so I'm going to head across the street to a place it is.
So I showed you the music and the mayhem of Camden. Now it's time to show you the market.
As you approach the market, say hi to the punks on the canal bridge.
All right, these guys might look scary, but they're some of the nicest guys you're going to meet in Camden. You come up, talk to them, they're great. And if you get a picture with them, they'll be happy. Maybe you give them a little gift too.
These guys are what Camden's all about, and I always make sure to stop and say hi. Now, there's a lot of markets in London, and I like each one of them. But I gotta say, Camden Market is the coolest. The market is repurposed from the old Pickford stables, and you'll see a lot of reminders of that. The food is the big attraction here. There's so much to choose from, too.
So you can check out my Camden video. I'll put the link in the description. You can find out what the top 5 eats are at the market.
Besides the tempting array of street food, the market boasts a seemingly endless collection of stalls and shops. Here you'll find clothing, handmade crafts, records, electronics, jewelry, and all kinds of assorted bric-a-brac. Let me take you for a walk around. While there are some stores that you've heard of, most of what you'll see here is completely unique, which is why Camden Market is so authentic and popular. It certainly gets crowded at times, but it's never not worth the trip.
The market is situated right next to Camden Locks, which not only makes for a great photo op, it makes it possible for you to come here on the canal via boat all the way from Paddington.
This is the 180 Club. It's a dart pub that's found near the outdoor food stalls by the canal. I dig this place because you can order a pint and then eat some food you got from your favorite stall. I love those OMG hot dogs, but just getting the fries today. Now I can relax with my snack and my pint and just people watch in comfort.
And speaking of people watching, I want to thank you people for watching. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share. Please leave your comments. I read every one of them and I respond to them too. I can't do this without you. Cheers.